Shalom, Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, double honors to the elders, to the apostles, very millstone, Shalom to my AHPARYAM, who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this found captivity. This is Brother Kawakub. I'm going to get you another lesson. They're just trying to flow from the Spirit. Alright, so, as of recently, there hasn't been any new news regarding much of prophecy that I've been able to take note of, but ultimately we still are watching the prophets. We still watch. All right, as 2nd Ezra chapter 9, starting from the top, says, measures out the time diligently, because we don't know the exact time. We don't know the exact time our Savior Yahawadah will return. All right, but we make measurements. All right, we make approximations to when He's going to return. All right, and a part of those approximations comes in knowing the general time frame in which Yahawadah will return. All right. So one of the things too that we do take note of is the wars. All right, as it says in Matthew 24. As it says in Matthew 24, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. All right, there's going to be this big old divide, the war between nations. All right, Russia against Ukraine, Israel against Palestine. All right, you have this war that's going on. All right, and you have these wars plural that are going on, and for us, what we're doing, we are watching this. We're not partaking in. We're not trying to speed things up, okay? Because we ultimately can't speed things up. All right, even with preaching this gospel, we can't even hasten the time that the elect are sealed. All right, because it's not for us. It is the time frame of YAHAWAH. The Lord YAHAWAH is always on time, or He works on His time, not our time. All right. So yeah, you might say, oh, well, I really want to do something on this December 25th. All right, it's Christmas time. Well, number one, you should be celebrating. You should not be celebrating Christmas. That's number one. But number two, all right, if the Lord says that I'm gonna make stuff pop off on December 24th, then that's the Lord's time. All right, and we hope and pray that stuff pops off soon. All right, we hope and pray that the Lord starts more and more prophecies. All right, to get the ball rolling even more. All right, we don't wait. We don't pray for delays. We need to be praying for deliverance now. All right, yesterday. You need to ask the Lord to deliver us yesterday. All right, metaphorically speaking. Okay, because a lot of us are really tired of being in this wicked ass society. All right, where a man is an offender for a word. All right, we're being demonized because we speak up against wickedness. All right, how is that a society that anyone would want to be a part of? All right, like truthfully, we really need to be able to examine the stuff that's going on here. All right, examine how Esau is making things out to be. All right, you're not allowed to say that something is wrong when something that's wicked is wrong wrong. You're not allowed to speak out against stuff. All right. You have these freaking these devils. All right. You're not allowed to rebuke a certain group of people. All right. Which is funny because everyone got all the things to say about Jake. All right. A million, all the different races on the earth can talk all the trash about Jake, say a whole bunch of terrible things about Jake, but let someone talk about the protected community, all right? Let them, they have to pay, with Kyrie Irving, he had to pay, what, $500,000, and he still lost so much, what's it called, of his sponsorship and stuff like that, all right? Which, you know, I'm not saying that as in to kind of like in support of Kyrie Irving, all right? Because I wholeheartedly believe that all these Jake celebrities have sold out, all right? Like what's his name? Brandon T. Jackson. He was the only one who actually openly accepted that, all right? Openly accepted being an Israelite, but ultimately, you know, the money. He went back to the money. All right, he went back to, you know, that was just a phase and stuff like that. Well, I don't remember exactly what he said, but that was around a bit of the general idea of what he was talking about when he was interviewed, I believe, last year or this year. All right, so yeah, like you have a lot of these celebrity jakes that are more worried about, you know, being able to be in good graces with their master Esau, all right, rather than, you know, actually sticking to the words, of Yahawadah and MANASHEH, all right. Now, let me get some precepts out, all right, as well as another topic. The next topic is you know, basically being hypocritical. All right, so you have a lot of jakes that really they have a hard time self-examining themselves. All right, or reflecting on the stuff that they do. All right. Matthew 7, verse 3, and why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam that is in thine own eye? Or how wilt thou say to thy brother, let me pull out the mote out of thine eye, and behold, a beam is in thine own eye? Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then shalt thou clearly cast. Matthew 7:5. Thou hypocrite, first cast out the beam out of thine own eye, and then shalt thou see clearly to cast out the mote out of thy brother's eye. All right? So you have a whole bunch of people that are so hypocritical. All right, Slocky, this is a bit of a jump to another topic, but, you know, I want to keep things going. All right? So it is extremely hypocritical to be say that other people are wrong or other people are messed up. You know, Israel is so traumatized, this, and the third, when a lot of people, all right, that say this, they have problems themselves, which goes back to this whole, you know, the conscious community and the figureheads inside conscious community. All right, I forgot which one it was. I think it was polite or Sonetta, whatever, one of them, all right, one of these debate podcasters or whatever, all right, they had been caught what's it called, drugging and raping a woman's daughter, all right. So this is a very big issue where you have a lot of Jakes and Eves that are so quick to point at someone and say, oh, you're a bad person, you do this, which, funnily enough, in this scenario that I just brought out, all right, this dude, polite, I think it was polite, Slocky, if I'm getting the person mixed up, all right, so, this dude, polite, he was over here saying that GMS, takes little girls, when in actuality, this dude was taking a young girl, all right? So look at that hypocrisy. On top of that, next, you have these Eves that are single mothers and stuff like that. They are attacking Jake, all right? They are saying all these terrible things about, so-called black men ain't shit and all that stuff like that, when they are raising these men to be that way. They are raising these men to be effeminate and have no discipline, as well as, just be straight up demons. But they are growing up from their mothers. They're learning from their mothers only. All right. Most of them don't have fathers. All right, and these women are keeping their kids away from their father. All right, because the thing is, for a father, it's very important to have a father in your life, more so than a mother in most cases, or it's like in terms of like being raised. A child is better off if you have to give a child just his mother or just his father. He is better off living with his father, in the sense that the father usually instills discipline in a child. All right, and there's a statistic done that showed kids that were raised by both their parents were statistically at an advantage in life, whereas kids that were raised by just their father were almost just as well off as if they had both parents. And then finally, kids that were only raised by their mother were significantly at a disadvantage in life. All right, so these are the things. Like, it is so imperative to have a father in your life, and a lot of these Eves, all right, are extremely hypocritical. And the thing is, I primarily blame Esau for that. All right, because Esau's the one that's setting the system up for the so-called black woman to want to disqualify and discount and get rid of the so-called black man from a child's life, okay? Because of these government assistance, child support, and all that stuff. All right. Esau basically encourages the so-called black woman to want to be by herself and not stay with the husband. All right. And even though yes, Esau is a part of it, it doesn't change the fact that there is blame and responsibility to be had for the so-called black woman as well. All right, because you are the ones that are, taking these steps to still do it, to still take part of it. All right, and that's the thing where oftentimes a lot of people, they are too carnal and short-sighted to say, okay, well, I see some benefits in this, so I want to do this, but you don't look at it long term. All right, which that's another thing. All right. I'm going to get Luke chapter 12 in a bit, but in terms of the whole long term, all right, even with YAHAWAH and MANASHAH, okay, a lot of people, they see living, they see carnal wealth as, oh yeah, this is a good thing, I like this, I want to have this, okay, but they don't see the long term of, is the Most High YAHAWAH and MANASHAH going to be good with this? Is he going to be okay with this? Does he approve of this? All right, what's going to happen to me down the line? Am I even going to live long enough to be able to fully and truthfully enjoy this? All right, am I going to live long enough to fully and truthfully enjoy this? And that's the thing. That's the thing. Oftentimes, the answer is going to be no, because the Lord is the one that dictates how long you live. The Lord can take your life immediately, after 100 years or whatever. Okay, he's the one that has control over things, and for you to go against the Lord, all right, or for you to not think long term and be patient in the Lord, all right, that is wherein the problem lies. All right, we're too focused on, oh, I need the money now, I need money now, I want this now, I want that now. All right. Let me get this actually. Luke 12. Luke 12, verse 19, and I will say to my soul, soul, thou hast much goods laid up for many years. Take thine ease, eat, drink, and be merry. But Yahweh said unto him, thou fool, this night thy soul shall be required of thee. Then whose shall those things be which thou hast provided? So is he that layeth up treasure for himself and is not rich towards Yahweh. Okay, verse 22. And he said unto his disciples, therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, neither for the body what ye shall put on. The life is more than meat, and the body is more than raiment. Consider the ravens, for they neither sow nor reap, which neither have storehouse nor barn, and Yahweh feedeth them. How much more are ye better than the fowls? So over here in Luke 12, okay, it says, oh, you're gonna have, you have all this stuff laid up for you, okay, but he was thinking short term. Even though he says, I have food, I have so much food and resources to last me many years. Yes, that might sound like long term, but even in the longer term, okay, the longer term of YAHAWASHI, right? How is that going to help you? How is that going to deliver you in your time of trouble? Okay, riches will never help you out. Let me actually get that, as a matter of fact. In John chapter 6. John chapter 6 verse 63, it is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing. The words I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. Alright? So the flesh profits nothing. The flesh is not going to help you. Carnality will not help you in the long run. It's spirituality. Even in Luke chapter 12, we even read, consider the ravens. The Lord feeds the ravens. Alright? So how much more is the Lord going to feed you for having faith and belief in YAHAWASHI? Okay? When was anyone confounded in trusting in YAHAWASHI? When did anyone perish for trusting the Lord YAHAWASHI? Alright? This is the thing that we need to really remember. Alright? This is the thing that we need to take note of. Okay? The trust in the Lord is what is going to get us through these hardships and hard times. So going back into Luke chapter 12, as I had read, the long term. So with the long term, thinking long term is spirituality, because ultimately, what is the end? All right, what is our end? Okay, what is the last thing that we have to worry about? All right, and a lot of people they don't consider. The only thing that they are worried about is, okay, I want to get money, I want to do this, that, and the third, but then what about the end of your life? What about your what's it called? Death. After death, all right? What about the kingdom of heaven? All right? You're going to do all this just to perish? You're going to do all this just to be, a victim of YAHAWASHI, but just to have the Lord destroy you? All right? These are the things that we need to consider. These are the things that we need to, that we try to get through to you. Okay? Yes, we might need something, but the Lord knows knows of what we need. All right? And it is the Lord that is going to feed us in that time, as we read once again in Luke chapter 12. Okay, and following the words of Yahawadah is going to keep us safe. All right, as the scriptures say, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. That's what's going to keep us fed. That's what's going to keep us sheltered. That's what's going to keep us protected. All right, like this is a very important thing to take note of. It's a very important thing to remember. All right, so continuing on, as I was saying, with the whole what's it called? I just had I'm just drawing a blank. I forgot what I was about to say. So in terms of the whole long-term thing, long-term stuff, all right. With that, what we strive for, all right, we strive for, perfection, all right. And if you look at the greatest example being Yahawashi, what he did, it was that he abandoned his riches, he abandoned his wealth for following after Yahawadah. And that's the thing, the Lord Yahawashi bringing himself down so lowly to be killed. All right, it takes a lot of strength to be able to do that. All right, because he knows he has power, but the thing was he forfeited his power in order to die for the nation, die for Israel. All right, and again, as I said before, it's a very strong thing, because if someone is attacking you, hurting you, and treating you terribly, most people's natural instinct is to do something about it, or to stop it, okay, or to seek some sort of help. But for Yahawashi, he had the best discipline and self-control in just allowing it to happen, letting things go, because letting things go, which was for the fact that he knew that after all was said and done, all right, he would be ruling the kingdom, all right, the kingdom, let me say that. So in the kingdom of heaven, the Yahawashi is going to be ruling over all these different nations, all right. Like this is the thing that we need to remember to think to do. All right, it's a very hard thing, but ultimately it will be worth it at the end of the day. All right. Ultimately, it will be worth it at the end of the day, because this is not just for show. This is not just for shits and giggles. This is contending for the faith. All right, we're enduring for the faith. We're enduring for Yahawadah. Okay. Ultimately, our goal is the kingdom, and we will be able to reach the kingdom through our continued perseverance in waiting for Yahawadah to return to deliver us out of this predicament. So with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahawadah, Shalom, honor to the elders and apostles, great millstone, above all, Shalom.